So we're out here live from the Audi Minneapolis I St. Paul studios. Welcome to virtual Local Ties, presented by Summit Brewing Company and their new Triumphant Session IPA. It's a full flavored IPA. It's a beer for the triumphant, right? Triumphant, like making a new album, a new wonderful album, like Bully is. Sugar Egg.
Hi.
Hello, Alicia. How are you?
Good. I'm not gonna yell at you.
Thank goodness that comforts me. I was telling some. I thought you were gonna be. I thought I had a little bit more time, so I was telling my interview horror story. So I hope I didn't paint too bad of a picture for you.
No, that's okay. I'm usually a little late, especially now because there's just like a million press things to do. So I'm prepared.
You're getting New York Times, alt press. Everything is coming out. Woo! Thank you for making time for just a little radio station like us on release week, no less. 48 hours till. That's crazy.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate it. So this is the agenda I was thinking. Oh, I'm Jordan, by the way. Hello.
Alicia.
What's up? I was thinking we can do a rapid fire Q&A session, real quick. Boom. You're playing a song, correct?
If you want me to, yeah.
I would. Do you mind? Is that okay?
No, we can do that. Yeah, for sure.
So we'll do rapid fire, song, in-depth conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so
Great.
Rapid fire, don't think, just go. TV show that you can watch over and over and over again without getting sick of.
10:15.
A name a non-rock artist you love.
Robin.
Good call. Favorite thing about Minnesota.
Snow.
Favorite sport.
Basketball.
Did you play?
Yeah, when I was like really young.
So it was like, like third grade, just trying to stay active type stuff.
Yeah.
I feel it.
What book would you be big?
Huh?
I thought I was gonna be big.
It is what it is. What you're doing great now. As much as we'd love to see you on the links, like posting up, winning championships, you're releasing albums, so it's cool. What book would you recommend to anyone?
Chronicles of a Wind-Up Bird by Haruki Murakami.
And then, what's the least rock star thing about you?
I go to hot yoga.
That's sick. I think that's very okay. I feel it. High yoga.
Yeah, it's not super rock star.
Is that what I think it is?
Well, I'll get a caramel macchiato from Starbucks. That's not very rock star.
But it's very flavorful, so I respect it. Cool. Should we get into the performance real quick?
Yeah. It's gonna sound, crazy, as you know, but
yes.
Just because, yeah. But it's cool.
It's very cool.
We'll do the best that we can.
Is that a Jazzmaster or is that a Strat?
That's a little Mustang bass.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
I'm gonna play Where to Start.
Okay. Yo, that's crazy. Thank you so much, Lisa.
You're
God,
welcome.
I'm so stoked for the album. When it comes to the work and the process of Sugar Egg, what are you most proud of?
I mean, I took a lot of major leaps on this record, and that's what I'm the most proud of. I did, like, essentially it's a solo record, and I got someone else to engineer it so I could just focus on the songwriting. I did it at a different studio. It's like a whole new project a little bit, or it's just like it was when it first started. And so, yeah, I mean, doing all that, I was really proud of. A lot of those steps I was really scared to do, and going into them very hesitant. And after I just kind of decided to hit the reset button, everything ended up working out for the best, for sure.
So you say hit the reset button, but also there's echoes of creative growth at the same time, like, you know, and risk taking.
Yeah.
What I guess the question is, what risks? That's the better question. What risks are you proud of, or what should we be on the lookout for when we're listening?
Well, having someone else engineer the record was a big thing for me, because I engineered and produced the last two, and I did it at Electrical Audio, and I was really nervous about handing over those responsibilities because it's been such like a part of the Bully story. And so that was just a lot for me to kind of be okay with not feeling like I had to prove to everybody that I could engineer, and just being okay knowing my own capabilities. I parted ways with our guitar player, which it just, you know, kind of was like, it was time. And so I was proud for just kind of like standing up for myself and doing that. And choosing a different studio, I was happy about. I got to bring Mezzy. I'm not sure what else. I'm missing something, but yeah.
That's so cool. So is there a difference between Alicia the producer and then Bully the artistic manifestation in the project, or do they inform each other?
No, I am the project. I should separate myself more from Bully, because if I ever am not doing Bully, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. But it's hard to like not take everything personal when you put so much of yourself into the project and into the songs. And I think about it a lot, because I'm like, oh, I definitely have an unhealthy relationship with my work. But I don't know, that's just kind of the way it is when you make music.
I feel that's the burden of passion, as they say. People wiser than us. Well, actually, you're very wise. Yeah. I'm not.
Blessing and a curse.
You know, a sugar egg, the actual sugar egg, it's a delicate little thing. But as demonstrated with Where to Start and the songs around the album, it sounds quite contrary to that. Is there some thematic duality happening, or what's the meaning of Sugar Egg?
Sugar Egg really doesn't have anything to do with the music. It's based off this story that I heard on Radiolab, which is a podcast. And pretty much it was just this guy talking about how he was gifted a sugar egg when he was 7 years old. And he was like in his 40s or 50s when they were Instagramming him, when they were interviewing him. And he had kept it the whole time. And I just really loved the idea of like preserving something so fragile and it never losing its meaning, especially if you think of all the times that you move locations and like all the little trinkets that you just shed and get rid of, and the fact that he's just like, no, my sugar egg's always coming with me. I just like to think about, and I like the sound of the word, and I heard it and I was like, what the fuck is a sugar egg? And I looked it up and I was like, okay, cool, this is gonna be the name of my record.
And it's a sweet hashtag. It's very easy to find how people are talking about your album.
Yeah.
People are like, look at that. See SEO and dopeness working together. You love to see it. In the modern age, the term producer evokes, you know, this idea of someone in their bedroom making, you know, lo-fi hip hop and digging into VSTs and stuff and messing with plugins. In the rock sense, what does being a producer or mean to you? And having, you know, that background.
I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know. I mean, this is what I think. I think sometimes it can be anywhere from like someone helping going in and forming the songs and like the writing process, and suggesting harmonies and stuff, or it can be as simple as just having a support system there, and for someone there for you to be like, do you like this line or this line, or you know, do you like this guitar line or this guitar line, or someone there to tell you when they think you need to take a break because you're about to go down a rabbit hole. So the range of a producer is kind of, it's confusing to me. But I think it really just depends on the project. But it's funny that it's like the same word for such like drastically different jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because yeah, you gotta like you said, you have to. You're kind of drawing out the best of an artist, kind of like the way the setter brings out the best of the rest of the volleyball team. I only know like I'm watching a volleyball anime right now, and that's like a huge point of it. But it's like you're drawing stuff out, but also having that creative input as well.
Yeah, I think it like so just depends on what the artist wants, like what they're looking for in a producer, and then the producer kind of goes based off of that.
Where do you stand on the analog versus digital debate?
Analog, duh.
Of course.
I just, when I was getting my bachelor's of science in audio engineering, Pro Tools was really frustrating to me, and then seeing a tape machine and like realizing that Pro Tools transport like replicates a tape machine, and just like it being so much more of a physical thing, it just made a lot more sense in my brain. So I did that. However, the last record, it went through tape machine, but it was recorded into Pro Tools, which is totally fine with me. But the first two that I did when I engineered them, I did on tape because I was an asshole and I was like, I'm not doing anything digitally. And now I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like do what makes the most sense and where I can be the most creative. So
throughout the process of recording Sugar Egg, what was your go-to piece of gear? What was your favorite? Or what is your favorite just generally all the time?
Okay, so I have this pedal, I'll just take it off. That's really fun. It's called the Black Tiger, and you can kind of move the feedback to where it just makes this really crazy noise. And I have a lot of fun messing around with that. And like the timing. Also, I used, it's not in here, but an Ebo for a lot of the noises, like a lot of the feedbacks and stuff. And it's like maybe kind of corny, maybe like a super like hardcore person would be like, it's corny, but I'm like, this sounds cool. And it's just like, and it's like an electric bow that you put on your guitar and it like makes feedback. And I use that a lot for the record. So yeah, those are like the two things that were kind of like secret weapons a little bit.
Oh, I love it. I think, so what was it? The second thing was like a bow. Is it like a black box? I think I've seen an Instagram ad for that. Or am I tripping?
Yeah, it's like a small black box. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's tight. You like it?
Yeah, I love it. Sorry, I'm
That's
plugging
fun.
my phone in.
Oh no, you're good. Do you, as a musician, do you have a signature trick or technique you find yourself coming back to always, like kind of a defining aspect of your artistry? Kind of like how, you know, Rick Rubin does creative by subtraction, or Pharrell has like the four beat intro to his songs. Is there a Bully signature thing that you like to incorporate, whether overt or subtle?
Yeah, I would say for the engineering side, which I didn't do on this record because I didn't engineer it, there was a big thing I would do where I would have all the drums mic'd, the overhead mics and everything, but then I would put two like condenser microphones. Say this is the drum kit, I put them on the floor right there, and then just delay them like 15 milliseconds, and it just makes the drum sound like huge, like you're in a big thrashing room. And I did that a lot. I did that for I Remember. And then I also would always pan my harmonies. That was like a big thing when I was recording. So I would double them, pan them, or I would do a high and a low. And that was like a kind of a reoccurring thing that I do. And then as far as writing goes, I go back to drop D a lot. I do a lot of stuff in drop D. And yeah, those are the three things that come to mind.
Drop D is just the best. I remember the first time I learned about Drop D, where I was learning to play Bulls on Parade, and I just remember being like, you know, an eighth grader, just like, feeling like the coolest person ever. So I got mad love for Drop D.
The first time I wrote a song in Drop D, I was playing with some people, and I was like, oh yeah, it's in Drop D, and these two guys were like, and they like laughed, and I was like, what? And they were like, you'll get over Drop D one day. And I was like, okay. And then I wrote Milkman, and now I'm like, what's up now, bitch?
What's the hate on Drop D? Because it's easy to play chords or whatever? Is that the thing?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Yeah, it's like, that's real pretentious.
I mean, it's not even easy to play chords. It just depends on how you're playing. I don't know. It's not in the cool guy club, I guess.
Whatever. I don't want to be in the cool guy club.
Be in the cool guy club.
Yeah, that club sucks. The atmosphere is non-existent. I like our dingy club. It's more fun down here. And then thank you, Alicia, for taking the time. We really appreciate it. This is the final question. So this is my grand slam, bottom of the ninth type thing. A lot of sports references today. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Is there a musical moment on Sugar Ray, either on something you've already released or something that's, you know, in the can for Friday? Is there a musical moment on there that you're like, yes, this is it. This is my favorite thing I've ever written?
There's a lot of musical moments for me. I'm really excited for Let You to come out. It's like very poppy, but in a way that I like. And I think that, I don't know, it like was in my head for a single, but my favorite are probably the first song and Let You. And Let You I like just because there's a bunch of like little fun harmonies that come in, and I also wrote that one on bass, so there's just more space in the song in general. And yeah, that one I haven't listened to the record in a really long time, and maybe I'll go listen to that after this interview, but that excites me for that to be out.
Well, it's when it drops, I'm playing it on the show, 9 a.m. Boom, bright and early. We're gonna get it. I love it.
Yes.
Alicia, thank you so much for taking the time, and congrats on all the amazing love on the album and all the great press. We're gonna try and do what we can to shine as much light on you to let people know that you're the dopest. All right.
Please do.
I will. Stay up. All right. We'll see you next time you're in town. Okay.
All right. See ya. Thanks.
Yeah.